Did you guys like my performance there? I'm pretty good at the Congo drums. And yeah, I actually got this on Facebook Marketplace not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago. Got it for a pretty good deal. But what is up, y'all? This is PIKACHU here, and welcome to my video game pickups haul. And yeah, pretty good month or two of like game hunting. I got a lot of PlayStation and Nintendo games, and for this video I kind of decided to separate my Nintendo games from my PlayStation, and I didn't really get the Xbox if I'm being quite honest here. But yeah, I wanted to separate those because I kind of wanted to show the highlights of all the cool Nintendo stuff that I picked up. As you guys can see, what's in my hand, these Congo drums for Donkey Kong Congo. And of course you guys saw the thumbnail, I mean the Nintendo 64 Pikachu edition that I will talk more about later. But yeah, there's a lot of cool pickups that I got in this video haul. And one of the first things I want to show you guys are the Nintendo Switch 2. I was about to say Nintendo 64. Nintendo Switch 2. So Costco had a pretty good deal this past week on their Nintendo 2 titles with like Kirby Air Riders, Metroid Prime 4, and Pokemon ZA. And your boy picked up several copies. I actually bought a lot more copies, but I was getting them for mostly friends and managed to get them their copy before, you know, them running out at Costco. So yeah, picked up 2 copies of Pokemon ZA and a copy of Kirby Air Riders, which is kind of tongue twister to say. I didn't pick up Metroid Prime 4 since I already had a copy of that, so it was like no point. It'd just be kind of a waste of money. And the Pokemon is kind of like one I just want to keep sealed because that'd be pretty cool to hold as a collector's sake. So picked up a couple of Nintendo Switch 2 games, which is funny enough because I don't own a Nintendo Switch 2 at all. So in the near future, if they make a a new model update with like OLED screen, theme edition, then I will certainly buy Nintendo Switch 2. But for now, I got a lot of video games in my backlog that I can still play. I mean, Mouse PI just came out, and that game is phenomenal. I freaking love that game. But with Nintendo Switch 2, I mean, you can't forget about the original Nintendo Switch games. So I did get 2 Switch games. I got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which this one's a weird one because this one I think is a World Edition one, since I think the seller sold me a World Edition, which sucks. But you know, it works the same. I mean, World Edition still works normally on Nintendo Switch games console, so I guess it's not the biggest deal. But hey, getting this for $25 on my Facebook Marketplace, not a bad deal. I mean, I'll take it. But this one is probably one of the newer ones I picked up, which this one for Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection, I'm actually a little more surprised that they didn't really release a Nintendo Switch 2 edition, because you would think they would do one, but honestly I'm fine with it being Nintendo Switch because you can play like backwards capability or play on the Switch too, so it's cool. But yeah, picked up 2 Switch games, so that's pretty much my Nintendo Switch pickup games over here. Alright, next up are my Nintendo Wii games. So I actually found some pretty good Nintendo Wii games that I was missing in my collection, but this one I already had a copy of, but this was a pretty funny story because this one, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess on the Wii, got for $8 as you can see here. But unfortunately and fortunately, it's not Twilight Princess, it's something even better. It is Wii Sports. So, oh, and no manual, which sucks. But when I saw that there was Wii Sports in here, I thought it was a lot more hilarious because one, I think Wii Sports is a lot more expensive by like $10 more than Zelda Twilight Princess. And 2, well, I don't know, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I think Wii Sports is harder to come by because that's something that comes along with the Nintendo Wii console. So Twilight Princess is pretty easier to get since there's like multiple copies. You can get the Wii U, GameCube, the Wii, so. And I already have a copy of this, so it doesn't really affect me that much. But getting another copy of Wii Sports, I mean, I'll take it. But yeah, I got that at Goodwill. And then these ones I actually got, or actually one of them I got through Facebook Marketplace. The other one I got at GameStop. So the one I got at GameStop, I picked up the House of the Dead Overkill. So that rail shooter game from Sega, a classic here. I think this is the only and last one they ever made on console. I don't think they ever made a House of the Dead, or I take that back, they did. It's the remakes, which I wasn't too fond of the remakes on the Switch, if I'm being quite honest. I think this is like the last good House of Dead rail shooter game on Nintendo, and honestly, I have a blast playing this game. This game is amazing. I think this is much better to play on PlayStation with the extra content as well as the space balls, so the space ice cream cones. But yeah, picked up House of Dead Overkill. This one is probably the best thing that I've gotten, which I got for like $20 on Facebook Market Value or Facebook Marketplace. But I picked up Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles. So this game, probably one of the more expensive games on the Nintendo Wii, and luckily enough, it is a complete inbox, so the seller did sell me a really good, clean copy and everything in here. So, man, I am finding a really good stuff on Facebook Marketplace lately. Like, it's kind of my go-to now, so yeah, one of the things I've been looking for some time now to add to my collection, and pretty excited that I got a really cool collection to add to my personal collection. So those were my Nintendo Wii pickups. Next up are, funny enough, my GameCube pickups. So, you know, I wouldn't be playing these bongo drums by myself. I mean, I wouldn't mind buying it separately, but no, I actually got this along with Donkey Kong Congo or Donkey Congo. So, you know, something to pair up with these Congo drums to be able to play, which is pretty cool. I mean, everything's in here, first of all. But yeah, I totally forgot about this actually, because I didn't know that Donkey Kong made Donkey Kong Congo, which is a rhythm game. So I'm actually down to try this out and actually play a couple games of this. But last time I actually knew about the Congo drums was for Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, which is like an action game, like 2D scroller where you use the drums and beats to be able to fight enemies. It is a very interesting concept for the GameCube era, so I picked up this, and then from the same guy that I picked these up, I actually made negotiation for buying everything for like $150, which is a really good deal, because what made it cost, or what made me pay like $150 is this right here. Pokemon Colosseum. Everything complete in box. One of the last Pokemon games that I was missing in my Pokemon collection, or for the GameCube. But damn, this is such an awesome find. So I'm pretty excited to have this in my collection finally after like all these years. So yeah, finding this, I mean, come on, it matches my t-shirt right here. So one of the coolest things I found this past month or two. So yeah, I got those through Facebook Marketplace through a seller, which the guy was really cool. He actually, funny enough, handed me like a $15 Pokemon card along with the stuff, because, you know, it's just really chill. But not only did I get that, I also got a Switch. So I got the Switch OLED Zelda edition, which is kind of funny and stupid because, you know, I could have bought a Switch 2 instead, but I opted in for this overall. And the reason being is because, come on, this is a cool Legend of Zelda theme right here, which I actually got this for probably like $100, because not only did I get this, they actually handed me like 8-bit controllers and accessories, as well as this giant carrying case. So I sold those 8-bit controllers that I got that they gave me along, so technically I paid $100, you know, overall. And you know what, it's pretty worth it, because one, it's OLED, and two, I just wanted to upgrade my, you know, for my Animal Crossing edition. But, you know, eventually I'll buy Switch 2 when they make a cool theme with, like, new updates like the OLED, or, like, better audio sound, or, you know, any cool features with their newer models down the line. But for now, I'm pretty content with getting, you know, playing my stuff on the Switch, like the first Switch. But I got that, and of course, you guys already know the biggest find of all time, the Nintendo 64 Pikachu edition, which, yes, it works. So also got it through Facebook Marketplace, and I got this actually for like $250, which honestly I think it's a really good deal, because not only did I get this, they actually had the original Pokemon Nintendo 64 controller, which this by itself goes for $90. The only downside is it is kind of a little loose or drift stick right here, but not too much. But still, this is one of the coolest things I ever found on like online Facebook Marketplace, because I've been looking for this for a really good deal for a long time, because I always want to have like a cool special like this in my like Nintendo 64 collection, and up and behold, contacted the seller, which I won't lie, the seller was a kind of a little asshole-ish, but you know, try to play my sweet face, and luckily enough, we met up. I got the stuff. I didn't get robbed or shot, so that's good news. And I will give you guys a warning right now. Be careful of Facebook Marketplace. It isn't all, you know, sunshine and rainbows, so you gotta watch out. You gotta know to see if the seller is legitimate. Checking like their listings, their reviews, areas where they want to meet. Because honestly, if you guys ever buy stuff on Facebook Marketplace, make sure that you are meeting somewhere public or have someone along with you. Or, you know, it's always better safe than sorry, because I've seen someone get shot before, which they had a broken leg because they got shot for like 3 months or so. So keep you guys, you know, safe if you guys do plan on like going on Facebook Marketplace and find stuff like this, because like I said, for me sometimes I might have to watch my back, so I'm very careful of like how I navigate things online. I mean, internet's a scary place, you know. But yeah, I worry about you guys if you guys are watching this, because if you guys are watching this, you know, I want everyone to be safe at home. But yeah, so that Nintendo 64 Pikachu edition. And I also did get some Nintendo 64 games as well, which funny enough, I were missing like a couple of these in my collection. So I got Pokemon Snap, which it came with the Pikachu console that I just got, so got that. I picked up Mario Tennis for like $22 at Pink Gorilla in Seattle, one of the best video game stores in my opinion. Definitely recommend if you guys do look at video games and you guys don't live in Seattle. Definitely my favorite place to go to if you want to check something out. And they're pretty reasonable with their reselling price, like pretty good. And this one, same thing, not at Pink Gorilla, but Facebook Marketplace, Mortal Kombat Trilogy. And yeah, works perfectly great. So yeah, these are my Nintendo 64 pickups to test along with my new Pikachu themed one. Okay, so the last thing in my haul that I want to show you guys what I got. It doesn't really necessarily a Nintendo related item, but in a sense they're, you know, direct competition. But I picked up Panzer Dragoon on the Sega Saturn. So look at this price. I actually didn't pay that price at all. I actually got a discount because I had some coupons, so I actually paid like 60 bucks for this, which, you know what, 60 bucks for Panzer Dragoon, why not? I mean, you guys get started on my Sega Saturn collection eventually. But yeah, won't lie, it's pretty clean. Jewel case could be in much better shape, but for what it is, I mean, it's not broken, so that's good news right here. But yeah, I'm kind of starting to collect Sega Saturn, so I guess this is my second one I picked up. The first one I actually have is like Virtual On, but you know, my goal is to find the other two Panzer Dragoon games, especially the third one. Holy crap, that thing's like $1,000. And House of the Dead, which I think House of the Dead would have been a pretty cool one that, you know, I always wanted to pick up. So yeah, in a sense Nintendo related, but not really Nintendo. But this is like the only thing that wasn't like PlayStation, and like I said, for this video it's all technically all Nintendo, but the other one is practically all PlayStation, so I didn't pick anything up like Xbox or any other gaming consoles. Alright, that was pretty much everything that I got for Nintendo related stuff in this video game pickups haul. So first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to whoever made it to the end and watched or possibly skip. I don't know, I don't control you guys. But yeah, pretty amazing finds for this Nintendo pickup haul. I mean, come on. Pikachu edition one, and of course the best one of all, the Congo drums, which I don't think you can play this in an actual real setting, but hey, goes well with my Donkey Kong Congo game. But anyways, just thank you for, you know, you guys for sticking around, and hopefully you guys check out my next haul, which is the PlayStation haul, because I did get a lot of cool stuff in that. I mean, maybe not as cool as, you know, this, but regardless, I got a lot of cool things that I picked up that I didn't have in my collection that, you know, I just want to show you guys. But anyways, this has been your boy Kiato signing off. Hopefully you guys catch me in the next video game pickups haul, or the anime haul, or whatever vlogs I post. And you know, I'm about to be going to Anime Central in Boston in the next month or so, so it might be already May by the time I post this video, but that'll be fun. So stick around and check out my vlogs on that, because I think that'll be a pretty cool adventure, going to Chicago, Illinois for the first time in my life. So yeah, just out and about traveling. But anyways, hope to see you guys then. Take care of yourselves, and like I said before, you guys, you know, zim through it. But anytime you go on Facebook Marketplace, make sure that you're doing like every precaution of checking the buyer, the seller, like whoever. Make sure that the legitimate, wherever you go is public, and you know, bring a friend along with you. Take them to dinner while you're at it, you know. Anyways, take care of yourselves. See you guys next one, and peace out. Love you guys.